Istanbul, the city that connects two continents, Europe and Asia, is a true melting pot of cultures, history, and modernity. One of the most iconic elements that connects these two worlds is the Bosphorus Bridge, also known as the Europe Bridge, a structure that has transformed not only Istanbul's infrastructure, but also its identity and development. This bridge not only has geographical importance, but also political, economic, and cultural importance. In this video, we will explore the history of the Bosphorus Bridge, how it has influenced the city, and why it remains one of the marvels of modern engineering. Before talking about the bridge itself, it is important to understand the geographical location of the Bosphorus Strait. This strait, approximately 30 kilometers long, divides Istanbul into two parts, the European part and the Asian part. For centuries, the Bosphorus has been one of the most strategic shipping routes in the world, connecting the Black Sea with the Sea of Marmara. Throughout history, this strait has been the scene of important events and has served as a crucial route for trade, culture, and politics between East and West. For centuries, the inhabitants of Istanbul, formerly Constantinople, crossed this strait in small boats. However, with the growth of the city and its expansion, especially in the 20th century, the need for an infrastructure that facilitated the crossing between the two banks became evident, not only for vehicles, but also for an increasingly growing population. The Bosphorus Bridge project has long been a dream to establish a connection between the two parts of the city. The idea of building a bridge over the Bosphorus was considered since the time of the Ottoman Empire, but it was during the Republic of Turkey, in the 1950s and 1960s, that the project began to materialize. In the 1960s, Turkish President Jules Nadir and his government began studying the feasibility of a bridge linking the European and Asian sides of Istanbul. However, the construction of the bridge was ultimately driven by the urgent need to improve Istanbul's infrastructure, particularly traffic and communications, as the city experienced rapid population and industrial growth. The Bosphorus had become a bottleneck for the movement of vehicles and people, which promoted the idea of a monumental bridge that would facilitate passage between both continents. The design and construction of the Bosphorus Bridge was a monumental challenge for the engineers of the time. The project was carried out by the British company Freeman Fox and Partners, with the help of Turkish engineers and other parts of the world. The bridge was designed as a suspension bridge, similar to the Tower Bridge of London in terms of structure, but adapted to the geographical and environmental conditions of the Bosphorus. The bridge was inaugurated on October 30, 1973, a symbolic day for the Turkish people, as it coincided with the 50th anniversary of the Republic of Turkey. The project required the construction of enormous support pillars and steel cables that suspended the structure across the strait, with a total length of 1,510 meters. At its time, it was the longest suspension bridge in the world and one of the most challenging to build due to the conditions of the strait, which features a constant flow of ocean currents, strong winds, and of course, the tremendous depth of the water. All of this is reflected in the constant boat traffic. The Bosphorus Bridge, formerly known as the 15th of July Martyr Bridge, in honor of those who fell in the 2016 coup attempt, has a profound impact on daily life in Istanbul and Turkey in general. Here are some of the ways the bridge has changed the city. The Bosphorus Bridge has made it possible to cross between Europe and Asia without having to board ships or ferries. Before its construction, crossing the Bosphorus was a long and slow experience, often affected by weather conditions. With the bridge, tens of thousands of people can quickly cross between both continents, which has made life in the city greatly easier. The bridge has also had a large economic impact. It has allowed a better connection of the commercial and industrial sectors of both sides of the city. The European side is home to some of the most important business areas, while the Asian side has seen rapid residential and industrial development. This has helped relieve the pressure of urban growth in certain areas, allowing people to live on one side of the Bosphorus and work on the other. Although traffic remains a major problem in Istanbul, the bridge has partially relieved congestion. Before its construction, people relied on ferries, which sometimes could not carry enough passengers due to long lines and weather conditions. Today, the Bosphorus Bridge facilitates the passage of thousands of vehicles a day. Furthermore, the bridge continues to be a symbol of Turkey's progress. Its construction demonstrated Turkey's ability to undertake large-scale infrastructure projects, and has been an example of how technology and engineering can overcome geographical and natural challenges. The Bosphorus Bridge is not only a work of engineering, but also a cultural and tourist symbol. Increasingly, it has become an icon of Istanbul. At night, the bridge is illuminated with lights that enhance its architectural beauty and is a visual landmark from many places in the city. Furthermore, the bridge has been the protagonist in numerous film and documentary productions, establishing itself as an integral part of Istanbul's urban landscape. Today, the Bosphorus Bridge is one of three bridges crossing the Bosphorus. In 1988, the second Bosphorus Bridge, known as the Fatih Sultan Mehmet Bridge, was inaugurated, and in 2016 the third Bosphorus Bridge, named Yavuz Sultan Selim, was inaugurated, further easing the load on the first bridge. However, the original Bosphorus Bridge remains the most famous and the most representative. In addition, the Turkish government is carrying out a process of expanding Istanbul's infrastructure with new projects such as the Marmara Car Tunnel and the Bosphorus Train Tunnel, which will further improve transportation between the two continents. The Bosphorus Bridge is not only a structure that connects two continents, it is a symbol of the unity and progress of Istanbul. Its construction marked a milestone in modern Turkish history and forever changed the way the city's inhabitants relate to their surroundings. Through its history, importance, and the impact it continues to have on the lives of Istanbulites, the bridge has proven to be much more than just a feat of engineering. It is a true testament to the spirit of innovation and determination of a city that looks to the future while honoring its past.